Yes, so good morning everyone. Once again, you are welcome in social science lecture. Today, in this lecture, we are going to start a new chapter. So you can open your books, part civics, chapter number 2, role of the government in health. So we all are aware about what is health. Okay? So what are the learning objectives of this chapter we are going to read today? First will be to develop an appreciation for good health. Okay, you all know that health is wealth. That's why we call health is wealth. Health is very important for everyone. It is due to the danger to health that we are sitting in our homes since over a year. Okay, and we are taking classes online. It also shows the importance of health in our life. Okay, because due to the ongoing pandemic, there is a danger to our life. There is a danger to health of the people. That's why the government have decided to keep the people away from crowding or letting them remain in the house. Now, second objective will be to understand the role of the government in providing healthcare. So, how our government provides healthcare facilities to the poorest of the people? Okay. Next will be to critically evaluate the disparity prevailing between healthcare facilities provided by public sector and private sector. Public sector means government. Private sector means any healthcare centers, hospitals, clinics set up by the individuals, by their own, or by a group of individuals or some organization which is not related to government. Okay. Next will be to be aware of the gender discrimination that exists in access to healthcare facilities in India. What is the meaning of the word access? Access means pahunch. So to be aware of the gender discrimination that exists in access to healthcare facilities. It means why the women are not being able to get the proper healthcare facilities in comparison to men. Okay, so let's begin. Here you can see the picture. This is a picture of a slum. Okay, people are here. Look at this. The pictures. Would people living in such conditions be more prone to illness or and diseases? If yes, why? So if you see the pictures, you can or easily imagine that the conditions are not good for living here. Okay, the stagnant water in the during rainfall, then you can see the sanitation is almost negligible. There is no sanitation, no cleanliness. In such conditions, lot of bacteria and viruses which cause harmful diseases, they spread easily. Okay, they develop there easily, they grow easily in such circumstances, then they will cause diseases and illness to the people. So such living conditions are not suitable for the good health of the people. Okay, so the people living in these areas, such conditions will be more prone to illness and diseases. What is the meaning of the prone? Prone means vulnerable, means इनको आम लोगों के बजाय इनको कोई बीमारी होने के चांस बहुत ज़्यादा है. Understanding health. So what is health? Health is our ability to remain free from illness, okay, and injuries by being physically fit. However, health is just not physical fitness but also mental well being. When we are free from anxiety, fear, and are physically fit, then only we are termed as a healthy person. Okay, it's not like we are physically looking well and we are healthy. Sometimes you must have seen people, they will not be happy, they are not looking happy, though they're physically very strong. They must be looking physically very strong, but there is something going on in their minds. They may be getting through depression. Okay, there are a number of people who are suffering from anxiety, fear. Okay, so we will not call them fit, though they are looking physically fit, but mentally they are not fit. So what is health? Health is the overall fitness of the human being. It includes his physical fitness, mental health, and emotional health also. Emotionally, person must also be feeling good. Okay, so in this way you can say that health includes number of things which we can count. World Health Organization WHO states that good health is one of the fundamental rights of every human being. It should be made attainable to every human being without any distinction. So there is an organization of United Nations which is known as WHO or World Health Organization, which looks after the health of people around the world. So this organization states that, or it believes that health is the good health is the fundamental right of every human being. So this is the duty of the governments to provide this right or provide good living conditions and healthy environment to the people of their country. So there are various aspects of health which form part of our daily life. In order to be active and to be without mental strain, we require good health. So we require what it needs to be a physically fit, mentally fit, emotionally fit human being. So in order to be active and to be without mental strain, we require good food, nutrition, good food, nutrition means all the vitamins and minerals must be there in the diet. Clean drinking water, very necessary thing, and a pollution free environment. All these are integral to ensuring good health. Okay, so all these things, good food, nutritious food, pollution free environment, then pure drinking water, clean drinking water, all these things are very necessary for the good health. How can dirty and unkept surroundings lead to poor health? You can think upon this, discuss it with your partner. Do both of you share the same opinion? Okay, you can also discuss with your parents that how can dirty and unkept surroundings lead to poor health. So as I have explained you in the beginning of this chapter that such living conditions will be a breeding ground for the microorganisms which can cause illness and spread diseases in human beings. So that's why we need to be to keep the surroundings clean. Okay. Now healthcare resources in India. So Article 21 of the Indian Constitution imposes obligation on the state to safeguard the life of every person. Thus, public health is a concern of both the central and state government and is executed through the 5-year plans. Now the 5-year plans are not in existence. Okay. The plan stressed that the central government should coordinate the implementation of healthcare measures with the states and should jointly share the expenditure. So all the healthcare facilities which government have to provide to the people, it must be provided with proper planning. Okay, the central government, because central government have vast resources of revenue and income, therefore it is the duty of the central government to provide financial health to the state governments so that they can provide healthcare facilities to the people. The poor people are most affected by the diseases, okay, and they cannot get the proper treatment or proper healthcare facilities in private sector, because you know that private healthcare institutes, whether they are clinics or hospitals, they charge very large amounts for their services. Okay, that's why it is not in the access of every person in our country. So government must join hands with the state governments to provide healthcare facilities in the rural areas. To provide medical and health services in a planned manner all over the country, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has been constituted by the government. So to meet this goal, to meet this requirement, provide which requirement? The requirement of providing healthcare facilities to all the people of India. The मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर, तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने एक मिनिस्ट्री बना दी अलग से, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर. ओके, so the government is doing its best to provide healthcare facilities to all the people of India living in the remotest parts of the country.